My name is Mike. I'm a retired teacher from Wyoming and settled here in Hella after we retired. We became involved with Trilogy Chiropractic really with my grandson. He's a rugby player. He suffered some problems with his shoulder and upper back his first season of high school rugby. And his second year, he had a couple of what seemed like fairly frightening injuries that turned out to be more soft tissue, but it had to do with some structural problems as well. And brought him here on the recommendation of a friend of ours who had been treated by Dr. DeMey. And Dr. DeMey did a thorough examination, x-rays and such, before deciding on a course of treatment, and explained it. It made perfectly good sense to me, and perfect sense to him as well, my grandson. And went through some intensive treatment of twice a week for about 4 months, I guess, until we backed off till once a week. Two things that really mattered. He was a forceps baby to begin with. He had what the orthopedic doctor called a spear neck, and even though he underwent physical therapy for about 3 months after his initial injuries as a freshman, the spear neck was still there. It never did anything to correct the spear neck. And so that may have had something to do with his original injuries as a sophomore, but through the corrective treatment he's received here, he has a natural curve in his neck. He has a naturally shaped spine. He just completed his junior year of rugby this past spring and by far had his best season. And the biggest thing was it was injury-free. He would often see Dr. DeMey on Monday or Tuesday after a match, and then again, say Friday just before a match. But it has made all the difference in the world. It's made the difference, and he sleeps well. He doesn't hurt. His arms don't hurt. Dr. DeMey has treated him for I don't know if it was a wrist sprain, wrist jam. I'm not a diagnostician, but I do know that Dr. DeMey's treatment of even his wrist makes a big difference, and he hasn't had to wrap it all up during a game. Sometimes it's pretty sore on Mondays, but it's made a very big difference in his well-being, in his ability to play a game that he absolutely loves to play. And we're very pleased for him that he's feeling well, playing well, and just enjoying life, and has corrected some of the problems that were rather apparent after his initial injuries 3 years ago.